you go to YouTube and search. Holy shit! How about I make one too? I know what you're thinking, but it's definitely not because of views. I'm not lying. Trust me on this, bro. It's not because of... Shut up. And I'm gonna be giving myself one entire day to make a horror game. Cool, right? Since we have a very short amount of time, I'm gonna be stealing... borrowing models from Sketchfab and the NOT asset store. Anyways, here's the idea for the horror game. At midnight, you go out to buy something. You enter the store, the cute-looking shopkeeper smiled at you.
Huh?
It's a bit creepy, but it's alright. Everything's normal until you see the cute-looking shopkeeper turns into a big scary monster. After seeing this, any sane person would run, but you wouldn't, cause you're a dumb piece of shit. Well, before you run, you have to pick up the things you came to buy. And I know, it's pretty simple and generic, but that's the best I could come up with. Let's create a new project in NOD. Let's call it a horror game where you go to more midnight groceries. How's that, huh? Thanks ChatGPT for this awesome name. This is our new project and it's looking empty. Well, let's fix that. We're gonna start with making the level and other stuff. So I went to Sketchfab and searched for quite a while until I found this one. I'm just gonna borrow the model for a little while. A great man once said, you should always return kindness of the follow. Thanks Pasha, in return I'll give you a follow. In case you didn't know, that great man was me, by the way. So make sure to like and subscribe. So after opening the model into NOD, I immediately noticed a problem, which was some of the faces of the model are flickering for some reason. I have no idea why it's up. So like any other normal person in the world, I went to YouTube and searched for any fix I could find. Fortunately, I found one. Or many, to be exact. Wait a sec. What's this? Don't mind me, I'm just gonna... Anyway, so I followed this tutorial and using Blender, I was able to fix the problem. Now that we're importing into Unity, everything should be working fine.
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man? Get your ass on, bro.
Well, the player won't be leaving this building anyway, so I don't think there is a need for fix. As you can see, it's pretty empty here, like there's no items you can actually pick up. So I went to a Sketchfab again and found a bunch of models like hand food, cat food, chicken nuggets, and baby food for some reason. Whatever. I'm just gonna... Then I had to place all those items onto the display racks one by one, which was painful. Now it's time to work on the player. So our game is gonna have a first person view, and this is how it looks like in case you didn't know. Now first person views are actually easy to make, mainly because you don't need any specific models for this. You can literally use anything like a cube or a capsule as a player. For this game I'm gonna use a capsule. Well, that's cool and all, but we have to move the player, and for that we're gonna make a first person character controller. Now I wrote a very simple script that handles the first person character movement, and it has all the basic functionalities like sprinting. Wait a sec. Do you really need sprinting in a horror game? Well, I don't think so. Next is crouching, and crouching is very important in this game. You can also jump by pressing space button.
Huh?
Wait, why am I not going down? I think I got... Do you really need to jump in a horror game? Well, I disagree. So right now we have the player and the environment ready. So next up we're gonna work on the mechanics. First of all, we're gonna have a list that will let us know what kind of items we'll have to pick up from the store. And without picking all of them up, you can't leave the store. Let's start by making the list, then we're gonna work on the pickup system. So for the list, we're gonna need a paper model. So let's open up Blender. And what the hell is this, bruh? Let's close it and go to Sketchfab. And look at this, it's pretty good. You have my thanks. Now we have to put the paper under the camera and position it according to view. Let's click play and I'm sure nothing will go wrong. And yeah, everything's working well, but the list is empty. So let us fix that. Let's move on. So I placed some text on the paper with some random words. Obviously you can't have them in game, so I removed them. And I wrote some codes and made it so that in every playthrough you'll have different items in the list. This makes the game a bit difficult and replayable. Cool, but we can't pick anything up yet. So I wrote some code. Now we can pick up the items. Also, you won't be able to pick up the items that's not in the list. So at this point we have everything except for the enemy. So let's make it. So according to our idea, the enemy is gonna be a female. No, not this. We're gonna have a female monster. Like these ones you see here. Something I write here. I should probably change this. Right. So we're gonna have monsters like this. She's pretty so this model from Sketchfab, but she doesn't look scary, and that is not acceptable. So what I did was change the textures a little bit and pull down the vertices on her face. And then my hair looked like a Pokemon, which is fine, because Pokemons are scary. Now changing the textures didn't do much. I mean, she still looks fine, which is why I made this shader. That gives her this flickering effect. Now I'm not sure if it made her scary, but I'm just gonna keep it as it is for now. So next I gave her ability to see things. So the yellow line that's coming out of her body, it's actually her field of view. Then I gave her ability to walk around and patrol. In case you haven't noticed, she's walking without moving her legs. And that's not how we do in real life. So I went to Mixamo, which is the best place to find animations. And from there I downloaded a bunch of animations like walk animation, and running animation, and attack animation. Next I gave her the ability to chase the player, because she wasn't doing anything even if the player was in her field of view. But now she'll chase you like a crazy bitch. What's she doing? Anyway, the problem has been fixed, and now she gives you a hug. But screw that, we don't want hug, we want violence. Very much. So I just gave her an X and now she can attack. So to make it more juicy, I added this blood particle effect, which made this much more better and juicy. Next I added some sounds. Well, that was fun. Great. But the enemy is very simple. I mean, the only thing it does is patrolling and chasing. So I gave her the ability to search. Now if you make any sounds within her hearing range, such as taking objects or walking, then she'll come searching for you. And then she'll kill the Now I think the enemy is a bit too difficult, but it's okay. So moving on, we'll have two versions of the shopkeeper. One is the killer or the monster, obviously, and other one is the normal version. So when you first enter the store, you'll see some dialogues. And your first objective is to go to a shopkeeper and talk to her. And she's saying some pretty weird stuff, say. Then you have to pick up the items that's in the list. And then, I think we all know what happens after this. But, in case you don't know, well basically you are cooked. Why? Cause you were watching my stupid videos, dumbass. So right now you can't actually exit the store. So that means you can't actually win the game. So I added this door and did some, programming. Now you can actually exit the store. So at this point I was thinking if I should keep the enemy as a human or a supernatural entity. And eventually I came to the conclusion that I should keep her as a killer. So she's gonna be a human. Now, if you take a look at the environment, it doesn't actually look like a horror game at all. So I made the scene really dark and really dark, more dark, and now it's darker than your skin. Also, I placed these lights because the scene was too dark. Now it's time for the actual fun. Light baking motherfucker. So all we have to do is click this button and boom, you'll see graphics. So let's click. Now it doesn't take that much time, so
one eternity later.
Alright, we got our AAA graphics here, but the list is kinda dark. So to make it bright, I just added a light, and now it's all good. So right now the game doesn't have any ambient sounds, which is really important in a horror game, cause that makes you feel scared. Yeah, for real. Let me give you an example. The sound design makes a big difference, yeah? Anyways, so I next added some ambient sounds and a main menu. So just adding the ambient sounds to make the game way better. I mean, that's all I think at least. So I guess the game is finished now, and it's time to publish. So let's go to itch.io cause I'm a few moments later. So the page is live now. So I guess the video is finished now, eh? But wait, before you go, I think you should totally subscribe to this guy. You should totally do it. I'm just saying, you know.